So today in this session, we'll be discussing some things about array methods. Okay, we have been working on arrays for a quite long time. What we were doing is we are looping through the array for loop, while loop, whatever we are doing, and we are able to solve some of the problems. Right? Okay. Let us see now what are array methods. Array methods are some methods which will help us to operate on arrays. Some extra things it will let us to do. Okay, now let us see. I'll not discuss much, but let us try to understand what we can do. So body, okay. So let's say I have an array where AR is equal to, let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, now I want to add elements to this array. Normally what do I do when I don't know any methods? I can do AR of what index it will be. What is the length of this array? 6. So if I write AR of AR dot length is equal to 7, if I do, and I write console dot log of AR, what do I see in the output? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When I don't know any method, I have to do this. There is only one way how to add something to the end. Okay, but now we have to move on to array methods where we will not do these kind of things. Okay. Okay. So to add something to the end of an array, we need a method called a push. Okay. So I'll write AR dot push. And remember, it is a method. That's why it is having parentheses. If you miss the parentheses, it will not work. Okay. So what do I need to push? What do I want to add at the end? 7. That's a 78. I write. Then what will be the array? Console.log of AR will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 78. Okay, you can see that. Fine. But there are some things. This AR.push method can return some value. What is the meaning of return? If I write something like this, where x is equal to AR.push of 78. So after pushing, it is giving us giving back some value that is known as returning. Functions, this push is nothing but a function. That function is returning us some value. It is giving us some value back to us. Okay. So that will, if I write like this, it will be stored in X. So let us see what is there in the X. Console.log of, I'm not doing console.log of AR, I'm doing X. So what do I get? I'm getting 7. What is 7? So length of the new array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 was the old length. After adding, I'm getting new array. So if I push 78, 43, what I will get in the X? I'm pushing 78 and 43 to the end. So 6, 7, 8. So I'll get the length as 8. So this way you can push anything 78, 43, 4, 3, 21, 56. So this way you will get 12 as the length. And if you want to check the AR, you will see I'm having these many numbers in the array. Okay, this is known as a return value. Return value of push is new length, and push normally will push the new things and array will be updated. Okay, remember that this is changing the original array. When I'm doing AR.push, original array is changing. Okay, fine. Like that, we have something called pop. AR.pop. This helps us to remove something from the end of the array. What is the last value? 6. 6 will be removed. You cannot tell which one to remove using this pop method. Okay, and we don't pass anything here. Why? Because I'm just telling it to remove the last element. I'm not telling it to add anything or something, isn't it? When I need to tell add something, then the Again, JavaScript asks me, what do you want to add? That's why I write ar.push of 78 like that. Okay. So if I do ar.pop, what I will get? Console dot log of ar. I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because 6 is removed. But what is the so let me write here 45. Okay. Okay, na? Okay. So it will remove the 45 and console log of AR will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let us see what is there in X. That means what is the pop method returning us? So what I'm getting 45. What is the meaning? Is it length? No. It is the removed element. The element which we removed is returned by the pop method. Okay. Return types. So we have to be careful. Push will return the new length. Pop will return removed element. Okay. Now what we have seen is we are adding or removing from the end. But I want in the beginning. What do I do? So for that we have shift and unshift. Two methods are there. Okay. So I'll go with unshift. Let's see where. Oh, I'll check the where later on. Ar dot unshift. Ar dot unshift of 45. So this is used to add something to the beginning. Okay. So what will happen? 45, comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 45 again. So I'll remove the 45 to to avoid confusion. So console.log of AR. I can see 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 78. 45 is added at the beginning. Now let us see what is the return type where X is equal to AR.unshift. X will give me 7. That means new length. So it is like push, right? Push and unshift are similar. So their return types are also similar. Okay. Now to remove something from the beginning, we have ar.shift. And here I don't pass anything because I'm just telling to remove. So console log of AR will give me 2, 3, 4, 5, 78. Okay. And can you guess the return type? It will be 1 because it is asking for which number it deleted. Removed. We are getting 1. Push, pop, shift, unshift. Done. Okay. Now I'll go to two more methods. That is one of them is slice. Let us see what that slice is doing. Sorry. Hmm. Coming. So these splice and slice in this you will come to know. No, we'll not use push pop. As I told you, push and pop will only help us to do at the end. Okay, that's why we'll use splice and slice for doing all those things. Okay, fine. Now let us see what is this slice method. If I only do slice, does it do anything? Console.log of AR. Is it doing nothing? It is doing nothing. Okay, let me pass something like 3. AR.slice of 3. Is it doing something? No. What about the return type? Where X is equal to AR.slice of 3. And I check with X. Is it returning something? Yes. So what happened in the return type? A return value AR.slice of 3. When I said it is starting from 4, 5, 78. Can you see? So what is the index 3? 0, 1, 2, 3. So starting from the third index to the last, it slices off and returns it in a new variable. That's why we are getting 4578 in X. So this way you can slice out one part if you want. Okay. So let's say I want something. This may have lot of use cases, right? In AR is not changed. So if I see AR, it is not getting changed. Okay, AR is not changed because it is slicing and returning it to X. It is not doing anything. It is making a copy and giving it. Okay, so that's why some methods are there which will change the original array. Some methods will be there which will not change the original array. Okay, so push, pop, shift, and shift, there they change the original array, but shift slice will not change. Only till now we have seen like that. We'll see more whether slice with one parameter, slice with two parameters, what happens. We'll see that. Is it changing the original array or doing what? We'll see that. Okay, then we have seen array dot sort, right? Just now we saw. So in the sort it is changing the original array. Okay. Fine. Okay, so this slice is behaving like that. Now let us see more things. What happens if I put a 3 comma 5, two values, let's say? Is it changing anything? We know for 3 we got 4 5 78. Okay, let me write 3 comma 4. Okay, what I got? 4. Let me write 3 comma 5. What I got? 4 comma 5. So what is happening here? What is third index? 0 1 2 3. 4 is the index 3 and 5 is 78 is the 5 index, right? So what it does is it will start from 3 but up to 5th, but not including 5th. So that means 3 and 4. If I write 3 comma 7, that means 3 4 5 6, not 7. So here we don't have 3 4 5 7, so it will give some undefined values. So we'll not do like that. Let me take something like this: 67 32 12. Okay, now I can go up to 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So if I write 3 comma 8, it will come up to 32. Getting it? It will not include the last index, whatever index I pass here. If I pass here 7, that means it will go up to 67. So if I don't give this index, it will go up to last. If you want up to last, you don't give. If you want up to some level, you give the index. Okay, this is about slice. So slice is basically doing only one thing. It is just slicing out one part and giving. It cannot do anything else. Okay, it will do only one thing, that is slicing. You want from the beginning. So if you want from the beginning, how you will do? 0 comma some value 6. If you write, so it will get 0 to 5. 6 elements I am getting. So if I want 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8, that is the last. So I have to write AR dot length. If I write, I'll get all elements. If I write length minus 1, it will not include the last one. So if I write 0 comma AR dot length, I'll get exact copy of that. So how do you copy an array? If someone asks you, you can tell this. AR dot slice of. So anyways, I can write BR equal to AR. That is also copying. But this is also one of the way to copy. So it is doing 0 comma AR dot length will give you. It will copy a slice of the whole array and put it in another value. Okay, fine. Empty for the first value. So you want to give me like this? It is an error, isn't it? If I write only AR dot length, again it will not work. Empty array, because AR dot length is 6, suppose, but 6 index is not there. It will come after, right? So again, this will not work. Okay, so we have seen slice with single value, slice with two values also. Fine. And what it is doing, it is not changing the original array. It is creating another array. Always array. Even if you put a 0 or some wrong value, even if you give, you'll always get one array. You have to remember that. Slice method will return an array. That is a very important point. You'll never get error, undefined, 0. No, always array. Okay, fine. Now let us move on to new thing called a splice. This splice method is very powerful. It can do push, pop, shift, unshift, splice, and of course splice. Okay, so we'll see that, but first let us see the behavior, what it is doing. So we'll, as usual, we'll start with normal thing, then we'll check return type. Okay, so ar.splice, only splice if I write, is something happening? No. Then I'll put one value, ar.splice of, let's say 2. What happened? Some values I got. Let's see some more value, then we'll come to understand what is happening. Because by seeing this, I can't understand what it is doing, right? So let me write 5. So it is taking, when I say ar.splice of, let's say 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is directly taking whatever number I pass in splice. It is directly taking that many elements from the array, 0 to that number. If I write here 100, it will not throw error. It will give me all the elements, 0 to 100. 100 is not there, but even then I'll get it. Okay. But it is working on the original array. Can you see? If I write here 5, console log of AR is changing. Original array is getting changed. So you have to be careful while using arguments. Here it is known as argument. Okay. So we have seen how this AR.splice with one, huh? How it is behaving with single argument we have seen, right? So before going into double argument, let us first see the return type. Okay. Where x is equal to AR.splice of 5. And what we know what that AR.splice of 5 is doing, right? I'll check the x. So if I write AR.splice of 5, I will get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? What is there in x? The remaining numbers. Okay. After 5, I have 78, 67, 32, 12. The remaining numbers will be stored there. If I write here AR.splice of 0, how many numbers I want to take? 0 numbers. So nothing will be spliced, right? So whole array will be present there. Here also I am creating a copy of the array, right? AR.splice of 0 if I write, that is also one of the way to create a copy of an array. This is similar to AR dot slice of some big number, AR dot length. AR dot slice of AR dot length gives us equivalent, that is equivalent to AR dot slice of 0. Okay, fine. So we have seen the return type. And if I type 7 here, I get 32 and 12 because 7 numbers are already spliced. So 32 and 12 is left out. So that is returned to x. Fine. Okay. Now we will go with double argument. What happens when I pass 2 arguments? Let us check. So first I will write 3, 6. Let's say 7. And I'll check the AR. We know splice will definitely change the original array, right? So let us see what happened here. Something is happened. Okay, we'll see with more values. 3, 7. When I write 3, 7, we got something. Then let me write 3, 4. It is little bit peculiar, right? Randomly something is happening, right? Okay, let me give you a small example which you can understand. Okay, let me write 2, 0, 1. Okay, what is happening now? Index 1 to press. First index is index number 1. So is it like shift? In shift, we are removing the first element. Is this also removing the first element? Yes, but we are not able to understand what it is doing, right? Let me write something like this. 1, 1. Now, second element gone. 3, 1. Third element, 3, 1. Is it not saved? Fourth element gone. Right? Now we are little bit able to understand what is happening. Okay. So let me explain it now, what it is doing. But just see one thing. When I write 0, 1, what it is doing? First element gone. If I write 0, 2. So in this argument, two arguments. We have seen here two arguments are there. First value is index. Second value is not index. Second value is number of elements. And what is splice doing? It is removing elements. So first, let me ask you one thing. So what it is doing at this index, remove these many elements. Now, so just you give me one question, I'll solve it. So tell me at which position you want to delete elements? Fifth position means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 78. From 78, how many elements you want to remove? 2 elements. That means 78 and 67. Right? So that will be 5, 2. 5 means fifth element, fifth index. 2 means 2 elements I want to remove. So I'll write here 5, 2. From fifth index, remove 2 elements. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 78 and 67 will be. So our output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 32, 12. Did I get it? Yeah. Now it feels nice. Earlier we were not able to understand, right? What is happening? Okay. So the splice can be, as you told me, as you asked me, how to remove elements from the middle, from anywhere. So this is like a master method of all array methods. Splice can do anything. Okay, you got it? Now let me show you how splice. So let us now see how it is a master. Can it do all the methods? We'll start with push. Okay, let us start with push. In push, what we do? We add something at the end. Okay, let's see what can be done. So I have to go to, so in here we have two arguments. We have three arguments also. So for pushing, we need three arguments. I'll show you now what happens. So where I want to push at the end, what is that index? Air dot length means 12. 12 is air dot length minus 1. 12 is air dot length minus 1. Are you sure? Yes. That means, do I need to remove the 12? No. I have to add something after 12. What will be that index if this is air dot length minus 1? Air dot length will be after 12, right? So I'll write here air dot length. At this index, that index is imaginary for the time being. Now we don't have that index. This is 12. After 12, this index. At this point, do you want to remove elements? No. That means the second argument is how many elements you want to remove. It is a, so we'll remove 0 because I don't want to remove. So I'll put 0. Then the next question is what you want to save there. Tell me a number. 42. So I'll write 42. Air dot length, 0, 42. So go to air dot length position, remove 0 elements and add 42. Did I get it? So this is equivalent to push method. Okay. Now let us go for pop. Okay. So we have to go to which position? Air dot length minus 1, right? Because we have to go to 12, not after 12. We have to go to 12. So I'll write air dot length minus 1. Next is how many elements I want to remove? 1. Do I need to add anything? No. So a dot length minus 1, comma 1. This will give me 6732. Fine. Push is done. Then shift. Unshift. Unshift means adding something. We have already seen that, but let us see that again. So for unshift, what I have to do? Where I have to go? 0. Okay, no problem. We'll go to 0 index. Do I need to remove anything? No. 0, comma 0. Then do I need to add anything? Let's see whether that will work or not. Got it? Go to 0 index, remove 0 element, add on 90. Okay? Because if I write a 0, comma 90, it will go to 0 index and remove 90 elements. This is not correct. So 0, comma 0, comma whatever value. This is unshift. 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 78, 67, 32, 25. Now shift, removing the first element. So what I have to do? To which index I have to go? 0 index. Then how many elements I have to remove? 1. Do I need to add anything? No. Only 0, comma 1 will give me shift method. Okay. What about splice and all? Can it do slice? Can it do slice? Let us see. So this thing will be in the return value. Okay, I'll see. So slice. Which part you want to slice? Tell me. Tell me the numbers. 4. 4 to 67. Right? What is the fourth? 4 to 67. So that means third index. From third index, how many? 4 to 78. That means 3 elements. 4, 5, and 78. So I'll write 3, comma 3. But it will be stored in the return, not on this. So where x is equal to a dot splice of 3, comma 3. If I control the, so I should get 4, 5, 78, right? Am I getting? Yes. Slice also. So if you just pass it 0, comma 100 will give you all the elements. I mean, you will not use 100, we'll use ar dot length minus 1. If I do this, 32, ar dot length we have to use because last index not included. Ar dot length. Okay. So this is how the splice can be used for any kind of method. So I hope this is beneficial, right? Yeah. So these are the methods. Some more methods are there, but there what happens is we have a sort method there. A callback function comes in between. As functions are not discussed, I don't want to go into that. Okay. Okay, then that's it for the session. Will 4 values? Yes. As I have told you, what will happen when I write here? Let me check. 3, comma 4, comma 5. That means go to third index, remove 4 elements, add 1, 5. So if I write here 88, comma 99, it should add 88 and 99 both. Let us see whether this is working or not. Go to third index. That means 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Go to fourth index. Sorry. Go to third index. 0, 1, 2, 3. 4. Remove 4 elements. 4, 5, 78, 67. And add 88 and 99. Got it? So after third index, whatever value we put, third, fourth, these all will be added. Anything. Hmm. And remaining, we are adding. Yes. So what do you want? What is the output you want to just tell me in this array? What do you want? 3, 4, 5. That is not possible. How that will be possible? You are telling go to KPHB, but buy the clothes from Chandanagar. That is not possible. If you tell that to a person, what he will say? Right? Okay. I hope that is clear. So if you don't want to remove, just pass the second value as 0. So it will not remove anything. Third index, directly it will add it. Okay. This can be done. Yeah. Okay. So then let's end the session here. What it is doing? AR dot splice of 0, comma. I'm showing the output now. I was showing the output all the time. Why? I don't know. Other people are able to see the output. Okay. So what is Ravi's question? Ravi's question is AR dot splice of 0, comma AR dot length. Will this work? Okay. What is the meaning? When I write AR dot splice 0, comma AR dot length, then please go to 0 element and remove all elements. It will empty the array. This is also very useful case. How to empty an array? So I'll just write it. Very good question, Ravi. Let us try that. Okay, I close it. Let me check it once. Last thing. So if I have how many elements? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I write 0, comma 9, and what is 9? In nothing but AR dot length. So it will directly empty the array. Where is it? Empty array. We can see it here, right? Fine. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Nice.